anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's already, that's true. That's true. He's done his number 2.
He has.
And now the other number 2 should be the second chance.
That's right. That's right.
Let's leave it there then for HSB. That's full on. Marcus.
Yes, this is me. And this one's a short one, but hopefully it's a nice and sweet one. But it's going to come from something that I absolutely hate, but I keep going back to, and that's the treadmill.
Oh, yeah, I hate the treadmill.
I fucking hate the treadmill.
Yeah.
I hate running outside in general, but the treadmill is the epitome of running, isn't it? Like it's you go there.
The epitome is like what?
It's built for you to run on.
I mean, yeah, that's what it's made for.
Yeah, the footpath is not built for you to run on.
Footpath's not necessarily, I guess.
Yeah, it's for walking as well. But no, the treadmill.
Its sole job is to make you run.
Yes, exactly. And I go back there because I am shredding for a wedding. And every time I get there, I'm like, oh, man, this is the one part of this workout that I fucking can't stand. Yeah. And yet I do it every single time. So
do you watch something? Like
there's TVs going on everywhere. I've listened to podcasts. I do many things on there.
Yeah, right.
But nothing alleviates the pain.
Doesn't matter what I do.
He can't hear himself.
The whole time I'm thinking is don't die.
He's
don't
wailing.
Die,
he's
don't
like,
die.
oh
don't die.
no. He can't hear it because he's got his headphones in, but everyone else
the reason
knows.
why I like treadmills,
The whole gym stares at him.
Kill me now.
Kill me. The reason why I like treadmills is I'm a video game person. I like seeing numbers go up.
Yeah, sure.
That's
where you get your endorphins.
That's what I get. I'm like, all right, I'm at 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
Let's just go another 5 minutes.
But I do that when I run outside and the Strava voice is just like, current pace, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but you run for 2 hours, man. You can't do that on a treadmill.
So. Yeah, right.
Yeah, do our podcast listeners know that Tom is like a running... You're a fiend.
I'm a fucking fiend, dude.
Give everybody at home the length that you've run.
The longest run I went on was a 42-kilometer run.
Yeah, that's
fucking
insane.
42.2 kilometers.
How long did it take you?
It took me 3.5 hours.
Oh my god!
He ran to the city and back, pretty much.
I did, yeah. And I've signed up. I'm doing a half marathon in like 2 weeks.
Can we come and watch?
I mean,
I'll be there on like a bike or something.
You can if you want. It starts at 6:45 in the morning.
Oh god!
I want to do a full one.
Can you wear like a GoPro and I'll watch the footage? Yeah.
I want to do a full one, but they only offered the half, and I'm like, well, it's probably a good idea. I'll just do the half one.
How much is a half? 40?
21.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, you do that like nothing then?
Fuck 21. I run 10Ks.
You should win it.
I run 10Ks in a day and it's nothing. So.
Do you know what's insane? Like he went for a 42-kilometer run, right?
Yeah.
It took him 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
When I hear that, I just think of myself on the couch watching Lord of the Rings for like that period of time, and he's running that whole time.
That whole entire time.
Yeah.
And the best part is, I remember the only thing he said he complained about was not his legs or anything like that. It was just the sweat that was rubbing up against his skin.
Yeah.
It's like that was the worst part.
My singlet was chafing me so bad I had like a Godzilla tear on my back. I was considering popping my top off because it was just too painful.
I run for 10 minutes and I'm struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
My knees are giving out. My muscles are giving out.
My clothes are hurting.
You gotta build up to it. I
You've got
understand.
Steve Monaghetti right in front of you.
Right.
He can inspire you to run.
Come on, Marcus. Let's go.
All right.
If Frodo had legs like you would have dropped the ring off in 2 seconds.
I'd be slow with those big feet, though.
If I ran with Tom, though, I reckon I'd be trying to keep up for so long. I would die. I would literally like break muscles and all that. Even the first 50.
Break muscles and tear bones.
Tear bones.
I'll go at your pace, my friend. That's the deal.
My pace is fucking slow. My pace is like 2 kilometers slower than
enjoy
yours.
it even more.
You're gonna be like talking to me.
Walk in the park.
He's just talking to me while I'm like, shut up.
All right. Well,
I can't stand people that talk and run.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
I can't do that.
No.
Anyway, so Treadmill writes in.
Yep.
Why do people say my name all the time? My name is Treadmill. There is a name there.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, my name is Treadmill. Everyone at work knows my name and they always say it, even if I don't say their name. Sometimes they would just yell my name, even without saying anything to me. Is Treadmill just a really nice name to say, or am I just popular at work?
Okay.
Treadmill.
I think we need to know what the name
Yes,
is.
that's what I was going to say.
Well, it's not a great name. It's just it's Vanessa.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
not to diss any Vanessas, but it's not like an unusual
It's not
name.
a great name. I
Yeah.
like the name Vanessa.
Yeah, it's not a bad name, but it's not like an
You're
unusual
saying
name.
it's not like an
But
exotic
Is
name.
she getting like Vanessa or she go like Nessie? The Loch Ness Monster? Like are people like egging her on like that?
Well, it's
Vanessa the Undresser.
It sounds like every time they have a conversation with her, it's like, Vanessa, can you go do this? And Vanessa, can you do it? Like they constantly say her name.
Thank you, ma'am.
As opposed to, you know, when you walk up to someone's desk, then you know that they're talking to you. So you don't need to say, hey, David, what's going on? Can you help me with this?
So you're saying using someone's name in a sentence is annoying?
Not,
If someone's be like, Marcus, do you mind blah, 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 and it's like, it's just you and me here.
Yeah. I don't find it annoying. No, not me personally. But it sounds like they're just, Vanessa. It's like, what? Oh, no, nothing. I just like your name. It's, Treadmill.
Let's give her anonymity again.
Yeah.
I don't feel like people say my name to me that much.
They don't,
and I think when they do it, it really sort of strikes me.
Does it jar you? So this would be
it's
jarring
like,
for
I
you?
think I'd like it. I'm like, what did you say?
You said my name.
What did he say? I don't know. I think I like it when people say, address me by my name.
Yeah, same.
It's the sequel to Call Me By My Name.
Address me by my name.
Address me by my name.
But do you like it? Like, I don't like when people call me by a nickname. I like my full name.
Yeah.
Mark's can come do this or whatever.
Yeah.
But the moment they give me nicknames, it's like, no. My name is unless
Okay.
Oh, you mean like how you call me Little D all the time?
not all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
I do it.
Enough.
I do it just to, like, grind your gear a little
I
bit.
went to this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
His birthday 2 weeks ago.
Little D in the house. What did you say?
Literally, as soon as I walk in, it's Little D.
No, you didn't.
And I was like, I almost turned
Yeah.
around and went home.
It's shameful. I'd already left. I missed the arrival. I missed David's reaction.
Look, by that stage, I was already like a little bit too drunk.
Oh, okay. So he's
So I
blaming.
apologize.
He's not blaming it on the sunshine or the moonlight. He's blaming it on the alcohol.
The funny thing is, I said it, and as soon as I said it, I go, I didn't mean to do
It
that.
left my mouth, and I was like, "Oh."
I was
no.
like mid-hug, move from, and as soon as you said that, I put my hands out. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not hugging
It was,
you
it,
now.
was, it was an affectionate
Mark is
little
like,
D.
I don't like when people call me Mark.
yeah.
Bro, you call him Little D, and it's
You
okay.
son of a gun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Damien. I didn't
don't
mean
know.
it. I was drunk.
But I like being called by my name.
Yeah.
Tom. I think it's
Yeah.
the one was like, just like, yeah, you know who I am. The problem with me at work is people call me by the other guy I worked with name.
Oh,
They mix us up. And
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. It's Tom, but no.
Nah.
Like that happens. So when they get it right, I'm like touched that they know who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. I hope my wife doesn't mind me telling the story. I realized that, I don't know when I picked it up, I realized that she never says my name.
Right.
Like ever.
you never hear her say it.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So one day I was like, hey, can you just say my name? just
Say my
once.
name.
Just say my name.
And she was like, no. I'm like,
Say
give me a damo. Give me like a dame. Give me. She's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't
No.
call you that. She's
Yeah.
like, I never refer to you. I'm like, just say Damien.
You don't know what it is,
Just
do you?
screaming at her.
Does she give you? Does I call you by a nickname or just it's hey
Not
you over there in the
nicknames that are
corner?
related to Damien.
Okay.
Just like other
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
partner
okay.
You're
names.
saved in her phone as where she met you.
Just like a boy.
Okay, boy.
But like, and it's one of these things where like I will call her by her first name
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah.
without thinking about it. Whereas that's not her go-to for me.
Yeah.
So mom was just like, just say it,
No.
just once.
Say my name.
See, the only time I feel like my partner's similar, but more often than not, when I get my name said is when she's angry at me.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
you're associating it. You're like,
Not necessarily. Sometimes there's nice times in there, but
Yeah.
more often than not, it's
it's a bad thing.
when we're having a little bit of a tiff.
Yeah.
It's I never say her name completely
Yeah.
either. I never go her because I always call her by her shortened name, which is Liv.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've said it on the podcast
Yeah.
before.
She's been on the podcast.
Yes, yeah, but I never say Olivia.
She
ever.
gives you the full, like, every single name. You're
But
fucking
Marcus Hamilton the third.
Marcus Hamilton, Angelica.
Yeah, I
You've
got
got-
Angelica. I got Angelica.
Your
slipped in there.
your confirmation name,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whatever saint you picked as
She
well.
She picks every name under the
Every
sun.
single thing.
I think the only time I ever call her Olivia is when we've had a little bit of a disagreement because I'm like, that's when her parents get angry with her. And I'm like, I'm trying to.
Is it like I'm going to set her off with
Yeah.
this?
No, she doesn't hate her name,
No,
but
no.
it's just
Like to be like, he's when you need to assert a point, you're
a point
saying.
of difference. You need to say no. This
It's
is
like we're having a serious conversation.
Yeah.
I get that. And
Yeah.
I would say that's fine.
Yeah,
People
but
don't call me
doesn't-
Thomas though.
no one ever
In a
calls you
serious
Thomas.
situation.
The only time I ever heard you get called Thomas is when your mum. Your mum was the only person
Mum
ever
called me
called
Thomas,
you.
yeah.
But is your
Thomas.
legal name Thomas?
I mean, yeah, legally, I am called Thomas.
Okay.
I have a license to be called Thomas. It's
Right.
actually on my license.
License to Thomas.
Whoa, you got a fucking permit for that fantastic name? I do, Damien, yes.
It's okay. I got a license to Thomas.
Don't worry, it's above board. There's a dog running around.
Oh my
If you heard a
god.
bark on there, it's a dog.
But yeah, so like I don't mind it. But this person here,
Yes.
they don't want to be referred to. They
They-
don't want
well,
to be like heckled, I
they-
guess, is
well,
what
I
she's complaining about.
I guarantee you, they're the only one who's giving it that much thought.
thought,
Everybody
yeah.
else is just calling them by their name.
And it's weird to be able, like, for her to be like, "Do you mind not calling me by my name?" I think it's
Yeah.
a weird thing to actually say. You sound unreasonable to bring it up.
Once you actually think it out, like visualize it and say it out aloud, what you're trying to actually get across, and actually verbalize it to someone, you realize that's actually quite silly of me. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? If someone's just saying burn or treadmill,
Treadmill.
treadmill,
True.
like maybe that's like, look, if you're gonna talk to me, yeah, you can say my name. But if you're just yelling out my name,
Yeah.
maybe don't do
If
that.
it's like a joke,
That's okay.
yeah.
That's what she's probably thinking. Like, is it a joke? Like, are people making fun of me?
There was a kid in my school who was a Russian kid, and his name was Vova.
We've heard of Vova.
VOVA. And his name was like a meme before memes existed.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, Vova! Everyone would just yell it out, and everyone would graffiti it everywhere around the school. So you'd go and there'd be like a Visi bin, like a recycling bin with Vova written on the side of it.
But did he ever get in trouble because, like, did the teacher realize it wasn't him?
Why did you do this? It wasn't me, because he's the Russian kid. I think they knew that he was sort of like given that.
He's getting targeted.
It wasn't like a hard time. It wasn't like people were making fun of him. I think he kind of liked it.
Did Vova like it?
But I think he did. But he was trying to like that wasn't his like actual name. He was trying to get everyone to call him Vlad. And everyone's like, no, it's Vova.
Did they call him Iced Vova as well?
No, but that's a good one.
Oh, there
that's
you go.
a very good one. But Vova was like the tag of the school. If you didn't have a tag, it was like a generic one everyone could use.
Yeah, that's so good. So wait, was Vlad his actual name then?
I think Vlad's his actual name.
Vladimir, how did they get the Vova?
I think that maybe it was like a little nickname that he had, and he was trying to shake it. It's like, nah. Just like there was a kid whose nickname was Combs because he had a comb over on the first day of high school. It followed him all the way to the end of year 12.
That's insane.
And he couldn't shake it.
Did he try?
I don't know if he tried, but like, we just knew him as Combs.
Did he accept it?
He accepted it.
Did he introduce himself as Combs?
Probably. I'm sure he would have at least once or twice.
I remember there was one guy at our school that we gave the nickname. His name had nothing to do with Billy.
Yeah.
Not William, not nothing like
Right.
that. But I remember one of our friends just said, "You look like this guy." I think David, you did it too. Was it you?
No,
You
it
look
was
like a
one
Billy.
of my friends.
One of our, he goes, "You look like Billy the kid from that that cartoon."
Right.
So we called him Billy, and he was calling himself Billy by the end of year 12.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of badass.
Yeah.
And then he leaves and goes into like a new workplace or something like that. It's like, Billy, but my name's actually Jeremy.
Yeah.
Why do you call you Billy? I'd forgotten why.
Did
Yeah.
Combs try and rebel and rock up with a different hairstyle every day, just
Yeah.
hoping something else would stick?
I don't know about how they're like at that point when it started. I don't know like whether he was like, day 2 he just stopped combing his hair over, and I was like, too late.
Yeah.
One day is enough.
It was,
Combs.
it was probably a week, and then he's probably realized everyone's making fun of me for this comb over. I got to stop it.
I think he embraced it though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if we had like names on the back of our like jumpers, Combs would have been on there.
Yeah, I think. Look, I think it's not that bad of a nickname.
Yeah, it's kinda-
There's worse nicknames out there.
It's kind of sick.
Like Little D.
Yeah. Right. So what does that treadmill do then?
So what does treadmill do?
Look, I think like you said, Tom, I actually appreciate when people use my name, because there are some people where I'm like in my workplace, I'm like, I don't think you know my name. And when they say it, it's like, oh,
You
do
recognize
care.
me. I exist to you.
So the fact that people are aware of who you are, they know your name,
Yep.
I think that's a good thing.
I like it too. I mean,
as long as I don't like stuff up your name, like if they're calling you something different, like Tom was saying, they're calling him by John, his workmate. It's like, that's annoying, but they know who you are.
But Vanessa treadmill. Like, I don't think she's giving us enough information. Is it like a teasing way, or is it just like it just seems like unreasonable to be bothered by it if it's just like, Vanessa, do you mind?
I feel like she doesn't know if it is, and that's what's bothering her.
Maybe she thinks it's like a joke that she's not in on.
Yeah,
And I don't think it's also something you can address with people.
No,
you can't say, stop calling me by my name.
Do you mind not calling me what my name is?
Yeah.
It's like, well, what would you like to be called? It's like, no, nothing. Just don't mention my name.
Just slap me over the head when you need my attention.
I don't know. Well, poor treadmill. I hope it works out for her.
I'm sure it will.
All right.
She'll be fine.
Let's leave it there for treadmill, guys, and let's leave it there for the podcast, because that's all the time we have for the show. But great questions brought to the table as always. If you out there, if you're listening, you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at tqhpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to say hi, if you've got a question of your own, feel free to send it there.
Yeah.
But unless there's anything else to add, boys, I think that's all the time we have. Thank you to everyone out there for listening. Thank you, of course, to Marcus.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you to Damien.
Thanks, gentlemen.
And as we end every episode,
Stay curious.
thank you again for listening. If you want to get in touch with us and ask us a question of your own, you can email us at tqhpodcast@gmail.com.
That email again, Tom.
Is tqhpodcast@gmail.com. We're also on what, Marcus?
We're on Twitter. We're also on Facebook.
At TQH Podcast. You can find us there. And we are also on, Damien.
Wherever you can get a podcast, that is where the TQH podcast is. Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, you name it, we're on there.
And if you head over to iTunes, rate, subscribe, and leave a review, that would be fantastic. 5 stars if you think we deserve it. Thanks for listening.